Hypothetically, we're looking at a scenario where you didn't have the proper insurance on your business, your home, your vehicle. What do you do now? Because you're trying to fix these things, you're trying to move forward, but you just don't have the money for it.
You can certainly, if you do not have any insurance and you do not have any sort of resources, up until recently, I'm not exactly sure when the deadlines were, but up until recently, that's what FEMA and the SBA were here for. You would apply for FEMA assistance, whether it be for living expenses, FEMA unemployment income if you lost your job. There were all sorts of benefits that were available through the federal government, and they had, of course, the Federal Emergency Management Center over at the public library, where you could go and find out and use them as a resource to find out what sort of benefits you might be available for, whether it be through FEMA money they just give you to replace something because you weren't insured for it, or if it was something like your business, you needed something to help cover your business, you could apply for an SBA loan.
Well, we're 6 months out, and you mentioned deadlines.
Right.
You're not sure, and that was specifically referring to FEMA and SBA.
Right.
Now, as far as filing a deadline with your own insurance company, does that vary? When is it too late to file a claim? I know a lot of people, personally, when I was driving around after the storm, they were going to the pop-up tents.
Right.
They'd see, Allstate or Geico on the side of the road, and they were immediately filing their claims. Some people probably didn't do that, though. When would have been too late to file? Is it too late? It's your turn now.
No, it's not too late to file a claim. You do have to file one as soon as possible. It's usually a term in your insurance contract. As soon as you're on notice of a claim, you do have to notify your insurance company. If you delay it and it's an unreasonable delay, now a lot of us didn't have phone service for quite a few weeks, especially if you were with one specific phone company. And that's not an unreasonable delay if you're not able to make phone calls. In Florida, the statute of limitations to pursue a claim on your own insurance contract is 5 years. But if you're waiting more than a few months to present a claim to your insurance company, they might have a reason to deny your claim. You need to have an excuse as to why you didn't present your claim, because as soon as you are on notice of a claim, you need to notify your insurance company.
Well, and not only that, but you have an affirmative duty to mitigate your damages, and that means taking certain steps in order to repair or do whatever it takes in order to minimize the amount of damage that may be going on. If you just sit and let something just sit and it's getting wet or it's constantly exposed to the elements, you're not mitigating your damages, and then your insurance company could come in later on and say, look, if you'd have acted promptly and done something to try to minimize these things, we wouldn't be having to cover so much, and there's actually a provision in the insurance policy that says you have to do that.